Hello everyone, it's Sheila back again. I'm just sitting here doing a little bit knitting, a little bit chat. It's 9 o'clock Thursday morning and I've been up since bloody 6 o'clock this morning. Woke up about 4:30, could not get back to sleep again. Don't know what woke us up. Sometimes, at our age, sometimes we have to get up to go to the loo, but it wasn't that. And I went to the loo. I thought maybe that'll settle. I may be able to get back to sleep, but I couldn't, and I just gave up and decided I'm up. I'll just sit and make breakfast and that, and do a little bit knitting while I'm sitting here. So I'm going down my granddaughter's this afternoon. I usually go on a Tuesday, but my granddaughter's oldest boy, Frankie, had a football match shortly after school, so I would have had to leave early, because Cheryl would have had to leave early with Frankie to take him to the football thing. So I decided, as I was going out on Wednesday, that was better for Thursday, so I'm going there this afternoon. I'm going to my granddaughter's this afternoon. But I was out. Well, it wasn't last night. I left the house around about 5 o'clock to pick up my friend. And with the pubs opening in the UK now, we have a bingo night once a week, and it's on a Wednesday. And we decided to go early because I'd have to sit outside to do this bingo. But they had the pub we went to had like a marquee thing. Well, it wasn't a proper marquee, it was just a bit built on the side of the pub, and it had one of those like that perspex roof, that you can see through, but all the sides were open and that, and there were tables inside there, and they had that grass mat stuff, that false grass thing, like for like carpet inside it. So it wasn't too bad, but we decided we'd go early because we didn't know what time the pub was going to be open till. I know they can have normal hours, but they might not have. It depended how many people would be there, I suppose. But it's a good half-hour drive for me. I have to go and pick up my friend first, and then we will go up to the pub. So that's another 15 minutes on top of that half-hour driving. But one of the other girls that's there takes my friend home, so I don't need to go all the way back there and take her home. So wasn't too bad. We do play your cards right, and few bingo games, and I won play your cards right, and I got £18. Well, me and my friend always share, so I had £9 each, and then she won one of the bingo games, so I had another £15. That was £7.50 each we had, but it didn't cover what was spent that night because I played quite a few games, and I only have one drink. I have a shandy because I'm driving. I can't drink anything else like. So anyway, it got to about 8 o'clock and it was starting to it wasn't too bad at first because the sun was shining. And it was quite mild at first, but by 8 o'clock the sun had gone in and it was starting to get really cold, and our hands were cold, and it was starting a little bit wind, and that was sort of lifting the bingo sheets every so often, and that we mostly have those bingo boards that clip them on, so it was okay for us. But so we decided that 8 o'clock was long enough, and that when we go next week, we're going to keep the same times until they let us go inside the pubs, and then we'll do a little bit later because one or two of the girls were workers. Some of us are, well, my friend, we are pensioners, and I think some of the other women are, maybe he's not working, but there was only nine of us there. Sometimes there's usually a lot more than that. But some of them have to work, so they come straight from work. So it is a little bit awkward, but that's a better time at the moment with it being so cold outside. And we had one or two fellas. It was only The only other people that come to the pub, they were all fellas, you know. They couldn't. As soon as the pubs opened, they wanted to be back for the pints. But one or two of them joined in and having a little bit of fun with us, you know what the fellas are like, and then they're joining in our play of cards, right, and complaining because they were getting pairs all the time, so they couldn't win anything, like. But anyway, it was not a bad night. But when I was coming home, where I live, where it's I use the A1 to get home. Well, there's an awful lot of roadworks at the moment on the A1, so we've got diversions. So I couldn't get back to my normal route to go home. And it's quite a while since I've been that way, with the pubs being shut. I haven't been up that way for a long time, of a night time anyway. And I'm coming to the roundabout that would take me home. Of course, it was blocked off, the slip road that I would take off, and I'm going round the island. I'm seeing, well, I couldn't see a sign that said diversion for the A1 South. I seen A1 North, and oh, that's no good. That's going to take us back up where I've just come from. So I'm going round. I had to take off another road, which I didn't know. I thought, I'm going to have to take off this road here. I'll go this way and see if I can find my way back home this way. So I went that way, and I did get lost a little bit. I had to stop somewhere and put my sat-nav on at the time. But I knew when I was near the A1, it was a waste of time putting my sat-nav on, because it would have just kept taking me back to the A1. And that's no good, because it was blocked. So anyway, I found a little place, and I stopped and I put my sat-nav on, and I told it to take me to somewhere where I knew I wouldn't need the A1. So I found my way home from there. But it didn't take me... We've had diversions on the A1 for a long time, and I've had diversions every time I've been coming home from the place we'll go for the bingo and that. And the diversion usually takes twice as long as what the normal time that it takes me on the route that I normally go. But this time I even got lost, and I still got home about 10 minutes earlier than if I'd used the diversion. But I don't know what happened to the sign for the diversion for the A1 South, because I couldn't find it when I went round that roundabout. But I went round it twice and came back again. I still couldn't see it, so I think they must have forgot to put it on. But anyway, that was not a bad night. I enjoyed that, because it's the first time we've been out since the pubs have opened up. Well, they've opened up, they're not letting me inside them at the moment. It was stuck outside, but I enjoyed it. It made a change, meeting all the girls and that. And like, we were all sitting outside, and you're supposed to put your mask on when you get up from the table and go, like, well, I had to go inside the building to go to the loo. Well, when we got inside the building, when there's soul in, I'm saying, well, we know what do we need a mask for? Walking through an empty room. But I suppose we just had to obey the rules and do what we were told until we could get back to the table and sit down again. And one of my friends, she won, who were playing the bingo, and she got called all sorts of names, because we have one line, then we play two lines and three, a full house on the same card. And this girl, she won the line and the two lines and then the full house, and everybody was calling her all sorts. They were passing the tickets out next time, and I says, don't give her one. I says, we want a chance to win, you know. So I'm just doing a little bit of this little card again. I'm going to take the sweater down, take that down my granddaughter's when I go down, and I'll do a little bit knitting of that while I'm doing that. But I'm just doing a little bit more of this little cardigan, that this little baby one here that I'm doing. I'm doing a little bit more of this one. Probably not take very long, because there's not many stitches. That's what I like about the little ones. There's not many stitches, so you go across the row very quick. So that's my little bit for today. So everybody, subscribe. And I've just dropped those stitches off the needle and back on again. And I'll let you see anything else that I get up to anytime. Got to keep these little videos going to keep my my revenue up on my YouTube AdSense. So bye for now.